Alright, so I found this article that a house in Vancouver has sold for $2.5 million. Well, actually, it's $2.48 million, but who's counting at that point, really? Um, yeah, this house, this shabby little house that's really just fit to be torn down, has sold in Vancouver, in Point Grey, wherever the fuck that is. I've never been in Vancouver, but just guessing by the point that it went for $2.5 million, I'm guessing it's like the real uppity ritzy neighborhood in Vancouver, right? um yeah, so it fuck blows my mind. Like, this house apparently just needs to be torn down. Well, obviously tear down. Like, who the fuck would buy this, really? Who would buy this who would spend $2.5 million just for this little land with a house on it that you have to tear down? So that adds more cost to it. Here's the backyard. The backyard is a landscaper's dream. Well, I would kind of disagree with that statement, because there's a lot of work that needs to be done to get it to the point where he could actually do something with it. You know? I mean, like, fuck, this looks like something out of fucking Jumanji. And a house 2 blocks away is listed for $4.3 million. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, let's watch this video here.
You'll be even surprised to know, as Salima Shivji joins me, it's gone for over ask. So tell us about what's happening there.
Over asking. Over asking. It's gone for more than they were asking for. Jesus Christ.
It has, Heather, and as you mentioned, people were angry when this news came out, when they saw that original asking price, which was just shy of $2.4 million. The owner even got hateful messages when
Why? Why the fuck would would anyone send the owner of this house hateful messages because he listed it for $2.4 million and sold it for $2.48 million? Why the fuck would you send him hate mail? Because he has a crappy house in a neighborhood that everyone wants to buy. He got lucky. He got this stupid little, I can't even call it suitable for a dog house, that someone wanted to pay a ridiculous amount of money for. That's wow. And people are sending him hate mail. Well, if you sent this person hate mail, fuck you. Alright? Just fuck you. Just go outside and light yourself on fire. Because you're a fucking disgrace. This guy, it's his house. He can sell it for whatever the fuck he wants. Alright? And you know what? He got lucky. Someone took it. Here's the ironic part. Every one of these fuckers who sent this guy hate mail, if they were in the exact same situation, they would do the exact same thing. Alright? So all of you, just go fuck yourselves.
people saw that asking price. Now it is sold for $80,000 more than the original listing, so $2.48 million. A bit surprising when you see the state of the home. You can see the paint is chipped off. It's in need of a few repairs, more than a few, I would say, some shingles missing. But that doesn't matter in this case because it's really about location and it's about land. It's in the Point Grey neighborhood, of course, the coveted Point Grey area in Vancouver's west side, very close to UBC. The benchmark price in this area, obviously there are a lot of nice homes in this area. Benchmark price about $2.9 million. In the rest of the city of Vancouver, it's about $1.29 million.
Wow.
Here in Toronto, the average price for a regular home is about $1.06 million. So a little bit less than Vancouver, but of course, so many people feeling, as Scott mentioned, that these prices are out of reach for many. So,
well, yeah, they are. But, there's this thing called supply and demand. Everyone wants to buy in, was it Point Grey? Was it Point Grey? Yeah, Point Grey. Everyone wants to buy there. Everyone. And they're willing to shell out millions, literally millions, to live here. This is supply and demand. Very simple economic concept.
We may have people looking elsewhere. Other markets, maybe in the country. As Scott was talking, those home prices haven't increased very much, or perhaps farther afield. What could you get elsewhere, Salima, for that much?
Well, I've been looking elsewhere all morning, I have to say. There is quite a lot out there in some exotic places. Now, take a look at this gorgeous manor home in the west of France, just minutes from the sea. It's in Quimper. 15th and century details in this home. There are trees all surrounding it as well. That is for much less than the prices here. If you want to really get dreaming, this is a bit of a castle in northern Hungary. It's considered a classic castle. It is surrounded by ancient trees.
Well, it kind of looks like a classic bread box, but
It's gorgeous in the inside. That is only slightly more than a home here in Toronto, much less than one in Vancouver, and certainly much less than this one.
Wow.
Of course, the cost of maintenance and heating those places might be a bit astronomical, but it's nice to know what you can get. Thanks for that. That's a reality check this morning, Salima Shivji.
Wow. Oh, God. The person who bought this house must be the kind of guy that, wipes his ass with $100 bills every morning. You know what I mean? I mean, wow. $2.5 million just essentially for a lot that you still have to invest more money in to get it to a stage where you could actually build a house on. I mean, not long ago, there was news that in Toronto, there was a house that sold for $1 million or $1.1 million that was considered not livable, and people were freaking out about that. Vancouver, apparently, it's way worse. But here's my advice to people that live in Vancouver and Toronto and can't afford a home. You don't have to live there. Canada's a really big country, and there's a lot of other places that have homes that are a lot cheaper than that. Homes that you can actually live in. Heck, come out to the Maritimes. Do you know what the hell $2 million could buy you in the Maritimes? I went on MLS.ca there not long ago, and the number of houses that I could find that were over $1 million were very few and far between. And there's a fair amount of nice, decent houses out here. Fucking hell. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Steve Talon out.